this isn't to shit on the other teams and franchises.
No, man, you already know,
but,
man. You got to do it.
But like when you step in and your GM.
Travis Kelce may be laser focused at Chiefs camp, but the stories around him and Taylor Swift are lighting up every corner of the internet. First up, Ed Kelce shared a heartbreaking tribute to his late girlfriend Maureen and a rare photo of her with Taylor. Then, Mama Donna stole hearts at practice with a surprise sideline moment. Meanwhile, Travis casually rated Taylor a 20 out of 10, adding fuel to those engagement rumors. Across the country, Taylor's Beverly Hills mansion was just crowned an official historic landmark. Travis also partied it up with rival QB. And finally, Flavor Flav showed up, again, as Swiftie-in-Chief, commemorating the most emotional month of the year, August. Travis Kelce is grinding through training camp with the Chiefs, whereas Ed Kelce is dealing with a heartbreak off the field. Ed just shared that his longtime girlfriend, Maureen McGuire, has passed away at the age of 74. He's been mostly quiet about it publicly, but he did drop some heartfelt photos, and one in particular has got everyone pausing. A sweet throwback of Maureen and Taylor Swift, all smiles and Chiefs merch like it was game day in heaven. Now, if you're wondering how Maureen and Taylor ever crossed paths, buckle up. Turns out Maureen and Taylor actually hit it off, which, let's be honest, isn't shocking. Taylor's basically America's sweetheart, and Maureen, she brought Bronx sass and Philly warmth with a side of football fandom thanks to Ed. In one of the snaps Ed posted, Taylor's holding a friendship bracelet like she's already in full Swiftie mode, and Maureen standing right there, probably cracking jokes and calling dibs on her man when Taylor posed for a pic with Ed. And don't let the age fool you, Maureen was not some passive sideline sitter. This woman went to games, hit concerts, and even chilled at Saturday Night Live when Travis hosted back in 2023. Yeah, she was down for the ride. The woman who once didn't care much for football ended up learning the game, cheering for the Chiefs, and jet-setting with Ed and their dog Butch. Talk about a glow-up in your 70s. Apparently when Ed first met Taylor at one of Travis's gatherings, he blanked on her name. Total dad move. He literally turned to Maureen and was like, "I know this kid, but who is she?" And Maureen, legend that she is, just stared at him like, "Dude, that's Taylor freakin' Swift. Get it together." Iconic. The whole thing's bittersweet. Ed's been raving for a while about how Taylor and Maureen clicked, how she got it and didn't act all Hollywood, and how her and Travis just fit. And speaking of perfect fits, guess who just pulled up to Chiefs practice and made the internet collectively go, "Aw"? None other than Mama Kelce herself, Donna, the queen of the NFL moms and unofficial MVP of heartwarming moments. The Chiefs are deep into training camp sweat mode, helmets clanking, coaches yelling, and boom! Here comes Donna, casually rolling in, repping Travis's number 87 jersey like she's about to run a route herself. And listen, it wasn't just a wave and leave kind of deal. She and Travis shared this super sweet moment right there on the field. Picture full-on smiles, forehead vein-level pride, and maybe a hint of "I packed your snacks" energy. The photo blew up online faster than a Mahomes touchdown pass, with fans going full mush mode. People were saying stuff like, "Salt of the earth," and "Look at those smiles," like we weren't all wiping our own imaginary tears too. Now Travis, the man, showed up to camp with a brand new buzz cut. Yeah, he ditched the off-season flow, probably looked at the Kansas summer sun and said, "Nope, not today." Can't blame him. That Casey Heat isn't playing around. But somehow, no matter what fresh look he's rockin', Donna stays the main event whenever she shows up. She could probably show up in Crocs and a foam finger and still break the internet. Ever since that Kelce Bowl in 2023, Donna's basically been riding a wave of NFL royalty status. She's done interviews, podcast cameos, even cookie drops. And now she's at practice, reminding the world that behind every record-setting tight end is a mom with a jersey, a proud grin, and a camera-ready hug. Meanwhile, Travis dropped a Taylor shout-out that's so smooth, it could make a Hallmark movie jealous. This wasn't your typical "I love my girl" moment. Trav decided to go full heart eyes emoji in the most chill Travis way possible, by casually rating Taylor a 20 out of 20 in a podcast comment like he's hosting NFL Cribs Romance Edition. Fans went straight into wedding planning mode after that little online mic drop. Because let's be honest, when a guy who's built like a Greek statue and lives for touchdowns starts throwing around perfect score vibes publicly, yeah, that ring alarm goes off. The streets are buzzing harder than a Kansas City tailgate. And if that wasn't enough to get the rumor mill doing cartwheels, word on the grapevine is that Travis went full Florence Nightingale when Taylor's dad had heart surgery. Like, actual caregiver energy. Sources say he was bringing soup, fluffing pillows, maybe even hitting those Grey's Anatomy levels of emotional support. One insider joked he practically had a world's best boyfriend mug glued to his hand. And in true Kelce fashion, the man couldn't resist sprinkling some A-plus humor into the love fest. On the New Heights pod, the brothers went full Hollywood mode, breaking down Pretty Woman. But plot twist, Travis wants a Pretty Man remake. You know, billionaire woman scoops up the charming regular dude. He even joked he's the NFL version of a male stripper now, rocking nothing but a tie when she walks in. Honestly, Magic Mike Arrowhead edition doesn't sound too far off.
I'm wearing nothing but a tie when Taylor comes home.
So there were a lot of people saying this movie is very misogynistic. I'll be honest, I am not good at this topic. I don't know.
I think we need to make Pretty Man. We need to have a CEO billionaire woman
I'm in on this.
Be so high class that she doesn't know where she's going.
Travis,
she doesn't know how to drive a car.
You're living Pretty Man right now.
I'm wearing nothing but a tie when Taylor comes home.
But while Travis is cracking jokes and rewriting rom-com scripts, Taylor is casually owning pieces of Hollywood history. Like, literally. Her Beverly Hills mansion just got officially named a historic city landmark, which is basically the real estate equivalent of getting knighted, except instead of a sword, it's a 5-member city council giving you the "Yup, she's iconic" stamp. And get this isn't some tiny cottage with quirky charm. We're talking about a sprawling 11,000 square foot fortress of fabulousness that's got 4 bedrooms, a pool, a tennis court, and a patio so old school chic, it probably sips martinis and throws shade at modern architecture. The estate used to belong to the Samuel Goldwyn. Yes, that Goldwyn, the co-founder of what eventually became MGM. So yeah, when Taylor rolls up to her front door, she's basically walking into the ghost of classic Hollywood, waving a feathered hat and saying, "Welcome, darling." She bought the place back in 2015 like it was just another item on her to-do list. Write chart-topping single, win Grammy, buy mansion from old Hollywood royalty, done. Oh, and let's not forget the price tag, $25 million. Casual. You know, just couch cushion change when you're Taylor Swift and your cat has more frequent flyer miles than most CEOs. The city mayor even gave her props for keeping the vibes authentic, preserving that 1930s glam like it's a living museum of retro fabulousness. And honestly, it's kind of perfect. Taylor's life already feels like a mix of old Hollywood elegance and modern-day sparkle. This house just makes it official. Meanwhile, Travis is balancing historic mansions with historic hangovers, because guess who's been partying it up with a rival QB like it's not preseason but spring break? Yup, Kelce was spotted vibing with none other than Baker Mayfield, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' slightly chaotic energy quarterback, and apparently his new bro, in beer. Now sure, these guys are supposed to be foes once the cleats hit the turf, but off-field, it's all boats, beers, and bromance. Travis and Jason were out in Tahoe for the American Century Championship, aka the NFL's unofficial summer camp for grown men with golf swings and too much free time. But instead of just working on their short game, they pulled a whole boats and bros move with Mayfield, snapping pics that scream, "We may be rivals, but today we are vibes." To seal the bromance deal, Baker even popped up on the New Heights podcast shortly after the tournament. And let's be real, any man who drinks with the Kelce brothers and lives to tell the tale gets automatic guest privileges. But don't get too comfy. Once Travis hits training camp mode, it's lights out for podcast fun and hello to helmet hair and game film. The show's on pause, and so is Boat Kelce, for now. Meanwhile, Mayfield's back in Tampa, already nursing a banged-up hand. Don't worry, insiders say it's just a little hand hiccup. Nothing that'll keep him from throwing shade this season. He's day-to-day, not drama to drama. As for Travis, rumor is this could be his last NFL ride. Yeah, the man almost called it quits after that Super Bowl beatdown by the Eagles last season. But then he probably looked at his ring fingers, remembered he still had more room for bling, and said, nah, not yet. Speaking of not quitting anytime soon, Flavor Flav just clocked in for his annual Swiftie duties like it's a full-time job with glitter benefits and a friendship bracelet 401k. August rolled in, and while most of us were just sweating through our shirts and pretending summer's still fun, Flav was already deep in Taylor Swift mode, posting song lyrics like he's been waiting 11 months to finally say, "It's August, baby." Now this isn't just some casual fan moment. Oh no. Flavor Flav isn't just a Swiftie. He's King Swiftie, like actual crown-wearing, lyric-quoting, emotionally invested royalty of the fandom. When August first hit, this man was on X faster than a Starbucks cup in a Swift music video. He was quoting August like it was a sacred text, declaring that he canceled all his plans for the vibes. And honestly, respect. Canceling plans is peak devotion. Most of us do it out of laziness. He does it for folklore. Other Swifties were obviously eating it up. The comment section looked like a digital love fest / group cry session. People were calling it a national holiday, which, let's be honest, it basically is now. There's no federal recognition yet, but if the IRS starts giving August 1st tax exemptions for emotional streaming, you know who to thank. The song August from her folklore album basically rises from the dead like a seasonal pop anthem zombie every year. And fans? They always show up. Streams go nuts. Playlists get reshuffled. And every soft-lit Instagram post suddenly has lyrics about salty air and rusty doors like it's the official aesthetic of the month. It's cottagecore chaos in every feed. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.